Vendetta Forever is a brand new action shooting game for MetaQuest 3 with a similar dynamic to Superhot, which is considered one of the best VR titles ever made. Welcome to GameList Plus. I'm Josh, and today I'm asking, is Vendetta Forever the new Superhot? I played the free demo that is out now, so let's take a quick look. The demo starts out with straightforward basic training of how the mechanics work, alongside an appropriately high-energy soundtrack. You're given the standard comfort and control settings before you go into the full training to teach you exactly how to play. Not only do you use grabbing the guns that the enemies drop to move, but you can also go back to the previous spot you were standing at, which is an essential tool as you shoot your way through the enemies. It also shows you that if you get stuck somewhere, you can always just restart from the beginning of each of the small levels, which can seriously be quite helpful. Soon you move on to the advanced tutorial that teaches you much more of the specifics about using silenced weapons, as well as interacting with objects in the world around you. You soon realize that enemies sometimes have armor that you'll have to shoot through, and also that there are stronger weapons than the one you started with. When you first start shooting that Magnum, it really feels great. Then there are throwing knives where you have different modes of throwing them, either as singles or as triples. I love it. Oh, and also throwing stars. Once you save the hostage, that ends the advanced tutorial. This is where the true fun really begins. You start the first level off by stabbing the first bad guy in the neck with a pencil, then you progress through a nightclub full of bad guys shooting at you everywhere. This is where you get your first taste of using an automatic weapon, which is also a lot of fun. I definitely died more than a couple of times at this point, really just basically learning the essentials of how to play, but loving every moment. Next, you're introduced to a quick draw scene called 5-Card Stud, where it's you against 5 guys. This moment really reminded me a lot of Superhot in the way that you have to be strategic in the way that you eliminate each of the enemies. Again, this took me more than a couple tries to get right. I love that the demo itself does not hold your hand. You really just have to learn how to play. Next, you get to jump into a scene called Slums, using all the skills you've learned up to this point to blast your way through. Next, you make a stop in the dojo where you learn to use your samurai swords to block bullets and slice up the bad guys. The whole game is set up so it's like scenes from an action movie, so each level is called a scene. So it's not gory, it's all fake, it's all stuntmen. Playing this section of the demo really did make me feel like I needed to learn a lot more about how to actually play. Finally, for the last scene of the demo called Gunship, it's you first hopping onto a chopper and gunning down the bad guys below with an even bigger automatic weapon as they shoot at you. Then you battle another chopper from the ground yourself. And once that scene is complete, then that is sadly the end of the demo. It is so much fun, it's just ridiculous. Obviously, Vendetta Forever isn't exactly the same type of gameplay as Superhot, but it gives me the same kind of enjoyment that I got when I first jumped into Superhot back in the day. Vendetta Forever is coming to Quest 3 on October 24th, 2024. I honestly have not been this excited to play the full version of a game that I played a demo for in a very long time. It is tight and fluid and is definitely got a bit of a learning curve, but I just can't wait to brush up on the skills and really start to feel like a badass in that game. It's going to be so much fun. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on GameList Plus.